Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Peace, love, and positivity to you. My name is Sohum, and today I'll be giving a first-time reaction to the RADWIMPS, which technically is a bit of a misnomer because we're going to be checking out 3 songs off of their recently released tribute album, Dear Jubilee RADWIMPS Tribute, which features so many popular J-pop and J-rock groups that after 20 years of RADWIMPS music coming out, decided to all collectively come together and cover some of their original songs. So that tells us enough about how RADWIMPS are viewed in the eyes of all of the other musicians that inhabit that world. I personally have never listened to RADWIMPS before, but a few of the covering artists we'll listen to today I have. So we're first going to start off listening to Yushinron by Zutomayo. And Zutomayo are crazy. I don't know what the originals sounded like, but I'm sure Zutomayo is going to just dial it all the way up. Then we're going to check out Kyoshinsho by Mrs. Green Apple. This will be a new band for me. And then we'll end with Drama Grand Prix by a channel favorite of ours, Yorushika. So super excited to find out what this is all about today. Before we jump in though, thank you to Dragonfly the Lyrical for the generous donation request and the selections today. But now, let's jump into it. Tugging on our heartstrings to start off. Oh, the way they play with space. I should have expected this. It's Zutomayo. That's crazy. That is absurd. Unreal. Just here, there, like no prediction possible. It's like they don't abide by any of the same musical rules that they teach you in in your musical lessons in school. They just throw everything at the song. Oh. Wow. Wow, and trying to wrap my brain around this is not possible. Oh my god. Dude, she's so good. It's a Akane, I think. That goes right here. Oh, I love her vocals so much. Oh my god, the bass line there. Oh, there's no intelligible commentary I can give here. It's Zutomayo, man. I think the way you can describe like Zutomayo's music, which I think actually dovetails very well with the visual here, Zutomayo, their style to songwriting with all of the instruments that they utilize, it is like a collage in your ears. Visually, that's what we're seeing here with this like almost like humanoid-esque person who's constructed using all of these different colors and items, and I don't know how to describe this other than like this kind of resembles this artistic style I learned about rather recently called Dadaism. That's Dadism. Oftentimes in Dadaism, I guess I'll just pull it up if I can. Give me a second. Can you see? Yeah, so in Dadaism, there's a lot of like collage style artwork, which all together they create this like grander image, like maybe you can see here. But each of the individual pieces, if you're not paying close attention to them, don't necessarily make as much sense compared to the grander image, but also like it is just like a collage kind of style. So you could, if you wanted to, microscopically focus on each of these individual elements, like the "Kiss Me" on his left shoulder, the seemingly like In and Out logo on his right. I don't know how much of this I recognize for real. Yeah, Zutomayo is like the audio version of a collage. That is just insane. I think my favorite element in this song were the vocals. Second, I would give it to the bass, just because you get that beautiful earthy lurching tone through various moments in this track that just feel really, really grounded. And interestingly too, oftentimes when that would happen, I would hear a very small, very quick electric guitar lick follow right after. I don't know if the original by by RADWIMPS sounded anything close to this, because this is Zutomayo coded through and through. My God, what an insane song. Let's check out the next one. Kyoshinsho.
世界の悲しみがすべて見えてしまったら僕は到底生きていけはしないから
Oh, that is pretty.
うまいことできた世界だ嫌になるほど
Oh, there's little jazzy notes in there. Oh.
なのに人は何日迷ったかわざわざ広いこの世界の
These huge pulses like a mini foghorn.
ご丁寧に目つけてああだこうだと
This is qualitatively something very different from Zutomayo. Oh. I gotta hear that again. Oh, that was so delicate.
見ちゃいけないなら僕がいけないなら針と糸すぐほら持ってきて
Like a star.
塞いでしまうから縫ってしまうから最後にまとめて全部見してよ
I am being thrown for a loop in this reaction right now. I'm sorry? How are we getting here? Like noir feeling. I can't think of anything that I've heard before that sounds like this. I'm really trying, and I cannot. Probably one of my anime opening reactions a long time ago. Oh my god. Yo, what is this? Dude, the vocals? Dude, this performance is visceral in the vocals, in the guitars that are shredding, that are getting distorted, in these just huge pulses. It's like a giant in the sky has descended to Earth and is just destroying 1 square kilometer after 1 square kilometer with each footstep. It is just so full of heaviness, of sound, and then when it gets quiet, it is still brimming with that intensity. I love the vocals most of all, just how harsh they're becoming, and it's like literally screaming out as if he's dying or in pain or whatever the worst possible thing is where you would scream at that level. I love it. I am a metalhead through and through, so when you add screaming to any song, it adds an extra level for me. I think this is my favorite so far. Oh, not to mention the strings.
拳を出して好きなようにやっちゃって見なきゃいけないなら僕がいけないならまぶたの裏にでも貼っといてよ生まれた時にさへさの前にさそうまぶして逆らいたいなら僕が嬉しい時も気持ちいい時もまばたくたび突き落としてよだってじゃないとさ忘れてしまうから僕の目は二つしかないからこの耳が二つだけでよかったな
Wow, the dynamics are crazy.
世界の叫び声が全て聞こえてしまったら僕は到底息ができないから僕は僕を幸せにする機能でいっぱい
Dude, this is so good.
いっぱいいっぱいいっぱいいっぱいいっぱいいっぱいいっぱいいっぱい見ちゃいけないなら聞いちゃいけないなら僕らの元にも次の命が宿った時にはへその名前にさその全ての世界の入り口を閉じてあげるから塞いであげるから僕が君を守ってあげるから逃がしてあげるからその目から涙がこぼれることはないから
Yo, are we serious right now? Alright, it's alright. Send your request for Mrs. Green Apple down below. God. That was just everything. Oh, I love how angry the vocal performance was, how even when it's quiet, you can feel you can feel through his voice, he's like teeming with that same energy. It's just capped. It's almost like when you have that, like you've been, I don't know, someone's insulted you and you have that kind of like unbridled rage starting to brew, but you're bottling it because you know, like, to be a human in this society where we want to be better to each other and not cause violent altercations all the time, you keep it suppressed a little bit and then try to properly express your rage in a safer place and a safer environment without hurting somebody else. But then in those explosive moments, it feels like that bottle cap just flies the fuck off and just goes, he just goes nuclear and then quickly like returns back to baseline as if nothing happened. So it's almost like in that simmering place where things are lower, that isn't his version of like bottling and suppressing anger. I don't know. I feel like I'm in two minds about which version of that part of his voice I feel is occurring. He may be doing both, by the way. One where he's actually suppressing anger, and the other where he's just more calm and relaxed in his delivery for his timbre and voice. That all said, this is such a barn burner of a track. I don't know how we're going to beat this one, and I say that with all love and respect to Zutomayo and Yorushika because I love both of those bands. And wow, how heavy of a song was that? If anything, because with Yorushika, they don't tend to go into the heavier places, especially vocally. We're going to get something that may be more cinematic, as I like to say, more emotive, maybe more legato. Who knows? Maybe that'll be the palate cleanser. I guess we'll find out. But God, we need to listen to more Mrs. Green Apple. That was good.
さあ今日はどちらで行こう全部世界のせいにして被害者ヘブンで管巻くか加害者思想で謝罪たいか
We love our duo.
全社選んだ君は正解試しに
Whoa.
調査した視点が
You hear the Hear the crunchiness and the strumming. Oh, I like those vocals. Wow. Dude, I'm melting, man. This is just every possible good thing from each of these artists that we're getting in each of these tracks. It's like all of the elements that make Zutomayo lovable, boom, in there. I'm sure all of the elements that make Mrs. Green Apple lovable, boom, in there. Similarly with Yorushika and all of the progressive things that they do and all of these little quick, eccentric licks that are so virtuosic in nature but perfectly fit into the time and place that they're incorporated. I have no doubt in my mind that RADWIMPS deserved this level of tribute. Even as I'm thinking about the Collage Man now, this, like a seemingly full album, is like a collage of all of these artists. I mean, what did they do to deserve this level of treatment? They must be incredible. Jesus. Oh, that's cool. I love those licks in the guitar. Too insane. The production is crazy. Oh my god, he's like ending with like a a pattern you may practice as like an intermediate guitarist. Doodle 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 doodle. Okay. Dragonfly, again, you and your request just send me into orbit. um, oh my gosh. Yeah, we may need to hear Radwimps as well. I mean, good God. Um, I mean, all of these songs were crazy in their own right. It's impossible to rank them. I think with the intensity that we had in the vocals with Mrs. Green Apple, I will probably give my first place medal to that track. But both of the Zutomayo and Yorushika tracks in their own way completely deliver, and there's just so much going on at any given moment. And the problem is, as like a new listener to this style, just, you know, in general, I've only been listening to this kind of music really in the last year. 2025 is when we really started doing a lot of reactions to this kind of stuff on the channel. There's so much that passes you by, and there are so many individual moments where things are happening. You really have to go like second by second by second to break down all of the instrumentation that makes up any one given moment, because there are so many instruments doing various expert things, creating different melodic sounds and using different timbres and creating different effects in this mix. I don't know how they coordinate all of it. Like, I truly just don't know. And that's part of what makes this music equal parts like mystifying and just insane, because I'm so curious to like learn more and more and hear more and more and hope that one day my brain just gets it on a first listen. But at the same time, I know it's just like so out of the reach of like the majority of music listeners in general. Um, and myself included. I'm just like, my entire life of listening to music, I never heard stuff this complex before. There's just so much being thrown at any given moment. Unpacking it all without slowing things down, without just repeating a song 20, 30, 40, 50 times in a row to pick up all the nuance. There's no way to do it other than that, in my estimation. It's the same kind of feelings that I've echoed like earlier on the channel when I did a bunch of like auto reactions, when we listened to Zutomayo, the Yorushikas of the world, when we did a lot of like the anime opening and ending reactions, where there is just so much packed back to back to back. Another reason why the Mrs. Green Apple song probably worked better for me is just because it is a slower tempo track where I can pick up on more of the nuance as I listen on a first pass. Also, the screaming helps, but it's not like we didn't have screaming in the other two tracks. I guess the Zutomayo one had the least amount of screaming in general from the vocals, but like where you don't have screaming in the vocals, you make up for it in the other instruments that are also heavy. I would love to know your guys' perspectives on all of what I just heard today in the comments below. If you're interested in requesting any reaction from me, you can click the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.